Intensive practice 4.2, question 5. Rationalize the denominator and simplify the following expressions. Right. So rationalizing, we have two options. One is rationalizing when you have only one term. Another one is rationalizing when you have two terms. So if only one term, you just multiply top and bottom with the denominator. If you have two terms, we have to use complex conjugate. Right, so looks like all these we have to use complex conjugate. So let's try to do the first one first. This is method 1 now. So we have 2 Surd 5 over Surd 5 times Surd 5. So 2 Surd 5. Surd 5 times Surd 5 is just 5. Then we can't simplify this further, so this will be our final answer. Done. Okay, let's look at B. So all these we have to use complex conjugate. Complex conjugate means if we have 3 minus Surd 5, the complex conjugate will be 3 plus Surd 5. You just have to change the symbol in the middle. This one. Right. So let's multiply this. 4 times 3 plus Surd 5 over 3 minus Surd 5 times 3 plus Surd 5. Okay. So on top we expand. 4 times 3 is 12. Then 4 times Surd 5 is 4 Surd 5. Right. Bottom, for complex conjugate, the shortcut is you just multiply these two and then these two. Because actually if you expand, the middle one will cancel off. Okay, you can watch my earlier videos. I've already explained it there lah. Okay, so basically the shortcut is 3 times 3. I just showed here. So 3 times 3 is 9. Then negative Surd 5 times positive Surd 5 is negative 5. Okay, because we have negative times positive is negative. Surd 5 times Surd 5 is just 5. Right. So we have 12 plus 4 Surd 5 over 4. So all these terms can be divided by 4. So 12 divided by 4 we get 3. 4 Surd 5 divided 4 we're just left with Surd 5. And 4 over 4 is just 1 lah. So we don't have to write the 1. That's it. This will be our final answer. Done. C. Same thing, complex conjugate. So if this is 3 minus 3 Surd 5, the conjugate will be 3 plus 3 Surd 5. So you can say 4, 3 plus 3 Surd 5 over 3 minus 3 Surd 5, 3 plus 3 Surd 5. Right, now we expand. So 4 times 3 is 12 plus 12 Surd 5 over 3 times 3 is 9. This times this. So negative times positive will always be negative. 3 times 3 is 9. Surd 5 times Surd 5 is just 5. Right. So on top here we have 12 plus 12 Surd 5. 9 minus 9 times 5. We get negative 36. Right. So all of these values can be divided by 12. So on top we divide by 12, we get 1. 1 Surd 5. Negative 36 divided by 12 is negative 3. So you can write this one, but actually you don't have to. It's just Surd 5 lah. 1 Surd 5 is the same as Surd 5. Done. let's look at D, E and F. Right. Okay, let's look at D first. So here also same thing. We multiply the conjugate. So if this is 2 set 3 minus set 2, conjugate will be 2 set 3 plus set 2. So it's 5, 2 set 3 plus set 2 over 2 set 3 minus set 2, 2 set 3 plus set 2. Alright. Okay, then we expand now. So 5 times 2 is 10 set 3, 5 set 2. Okay, then down here, this times this. So 2 times 2 is 4. Set 3 times set 3 is 3. Set 2 times set 2 is just 2. So minus 2. Okay, negative, positive is negative. Set 2 times set 2 is just 2. Right. So on top is 10 set 3 minus 5 set 2. Bottom here we have 12 minus 2, which is 10. Oops. Okay. Now all these terms can be divided by 5. So let's simplify. So 10 divided 5 is 2. Set 3. 5 divided 5 is 1. Okay, so I don't have to write the 1 lah. Then 10 divided 5 is 2. Done. Okay. E. So here we have the same thing. So you always look at the denominator's conjugate. Okay, don't get confused with the numerator. Right. So the denominator is 3 minus set 5. So the conjugate will be 3 plus set 5. 3 plus set 5. Okay, don't get confused by multiplying this conjugate. You cannot. So if bottom we times this, on top also we must times this, because this over this will be 1. So a fraction you can times 1 lah. It'll give you back the fraction. That's why top and bottom you must multiply the same thing. Right. So let's rewrite this. Okay, then we expand. So 4 times 3 is 12. Then 4 times this is 4 set 5. Then this times this is 3 set 5. Set 5 times set 5 is just 5. Okay. Then the bottom here conjugates. So we just times these 2. Shortcut. And then these 2. So negative, positive is negative. Set 5 times set 5 is just 5. Right. So we can add these two together since they are both the same sets. So 4 oranges plus 3 oranges will be 7 oranges. Then 12 plus 5 is 17. So 17 plus 7 oranges over 4. And that's the simplest term. We can't simplify further lah. Done. Right. Let's look at the last one. F. So same thing. Here we must multiply set 3 minus set 7. On top also same lah. Set 3 minus set 7. Right, now we expand. So set 3 times set, oh let's just write it down first. Set 3 minus set 7, set 3 minus set 7, set 3 plus set 7, set 3 minus set 7. Right, so on top if we expand, set 3 times set 3 is 3. Set 3 times negative set 7 is negative set 21. Okay, because both also got set, so we can put them under the same set, then we multiply the numbers. 21 now. Same thing here. So negative set 21 again. And then this times this will be negative negative positive 7. Then bottom we expand, we use the shortcut. This times this is just 3. This times this is minus 7. Okay. So 3 plus 7 is 10. Negative set 21 minus set 21. Okay, this is 1 set 21 and 1 set 21. So negative orange minus an orange, we get negative 2 oranges. And then 3 minus 7 is negative 4. Okay, so all of these we can divide by 2. So 10 divided 2 is 5. 2 divided 2 is just 1. So it goes missing. Negative 2. If you want to go and divide by negative also can. So if we divide by negative, we will get negative 5 plus set 21 over 2. Then to make it nicer, we can just rearrange. 21 we can bring forward, 5 we bring backward. So set 21 minus 5 over 2. Usually most books will give you in this formula. They don't like to keep negative in the denominator unless they have no choice. And they like to put the positive number in front. But to be honest, if you stop here so it's fair enough, you'll get full marks. No worries. That's it. Done.